right. We're sharing a laugh here on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show during the commercial break. We're probably going to tell you just about everything we talk about, even in commercial breaks, but not this time.
You're gonna hold that one. You're gonna hold that one.
Yeah, but a lot of the stuff, it's all open and on the table. All right, without further ado, let's bring him in. Greg Newsome had a good rookie year.
There he is.
I know the one thing that if he looks back on his season, he probably wishes that that maybe he could have been ding-free without the injuries, but that's life in the NFL. Greg, welcome to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing great.
Man.
So listen, we were talking in the last hour with DeQuell Jackson, of course, a Pro Bowl linebacker with the Browns about a decade ago. And one of the things that came up just in the course of the conversation was, so if Baker Mayfield was to show up at camp and something happens where Deshaun can't go and Baker's got to play, who would be the guy on the defensive side that would go to Baker and say, hey, look, man, you're on this team. We're wrapping our arms around you. We need you to win. Let's go. Who is that guy on the defensive side that is your rock? He's your leader. He's your unquestioned leader. Who is that player?
Yeah, I would probably have to say Anthony Walker. He's a guy from day one who was there for the team. He does things for the defense where he'll have us, all be together and do stuff like that. So I think Anthony Walker would definitely be the guy.
Bull got it. Bull nailed it.
I remember talking to Greg when he first got drafted. He probably doesn't remember because he did a million interviews. And because you and Anthony played in college together, of course, at Northwestern, and Anthony had a great reputation coming to Cleveland. Remember, his teammates in Indy were crying when he left Indianapolis. That's how much they loved him. Greg, speaking specifically of Baker, though, obviously it's been a tumultuous offseason for him. We know, well, first of all, what was your reaction when you heard about the Deshaun Watson trade? And do you think Baker will still be here in training camp?
So, my thoughts with the Deshaun Watson trade, it was crazy. He's one of the, best quarterbacks in the league. Obviously, he hasn't been able to play in a long time, but, he's a great leader. He's a great player. And, on the Baker situation, I have no clue, honestly. I'm just wishing the best for him as well because, I love him as a person as well. So, I'm wishing the best for him.
What would the mood of the team be if it came to a situation where Baker isn't traded and they've got this $18 million salary that has to be paid, at least right now, by the Browns? If you were told by Kevin Stefanski that we've got a suspension we got to deal with Watson, Baker's going to be our guy for the first 4-8 games, what would the reaction of the team be to that news?
At the end of the day, we got to play and we got to win. We set our standard high, we set our goals high. No matter who's back there behind, at quarterback, we're going to rally with them. And we're going to do our best to win at the end of the day. The team, at the end of the day, we're going to have to go out there and win no matter who's back there.
So, Greg, Brad Sellers here. Let me ask you a question. You're going into your second year in this league now. You had a chance to understand what the league is all about and learn to become a pro's pro. So, as it relates to a situation, and I'm not going to keep dwelling on Baker, but the fact that in the situation he's in, if you sit out, you lose money, right? And you're in the final year of a deal. As a person coming into this league, can you really rationalize sitting out and losing money?
Yeah, I know. I just feel like everyone's circumstance is different. Obviously with him, he has a lot to deal with. But it's hard to rationalize it. But at the end of the day, like I said, everyone has different circumstances. Everyone's story is different. So, you kind of got to, play the cards that you were dealt. So whether it's him having to sit out, whether that's him being on a new team, whether that's, him taking snaps for the Browns, that's something that him and his family have to decide on and, have to be comfortable with.
Let me ask you this here. Going into the upcoming season here, having a year under your belt now, how excited are you about this upcoming season and the opportunities and chances to do something special here in Cleveland?
Oh, I'm super excited. The first season didn't go the way that we wanted as a team. I think I played solid. I played all right, but, I got a lot left in the tank. Going into year two, I kind of at least figured the league out a little bit more than obviously going in as a rookie. So I'm definitely excited for this team, and I know we have very high goals going into this next season.
Greg, we've had some nice, serious questions so far, but let's get down to the real brass tacks. I've been watching your game on and off the field, and one thing that I've noticed as I've been doing, my research is, man, you a fly dude. You a fly guy. Listen, your shoe game is ridiculous. I see you with some all red J's. I see you with the leopard cheetahs print spikes.
Those
cleats,
were nice.
right? Do you feel? First of all, I'm gonna get two questions here. Do you feel like you got one of the better shoe games on the Cleveland Browns right now? There we go.
Easily. Yeah, easily. That's something that I like to do. Like that's one of my things. I love shoes, so I always be buying shoes all the time. I got the cheetah print. So
Yeah,
Those are fresh.
I like getting shoes, so I definitely would say I'm up there to have one of the best shoe games for sure on the team.
So let's get to this for all the sneakerheads out there, man. So I'm a shoe guy myself. Like, what would you say?
You got to show him your shoes.
I got these is light. These is Kyrie's. These is light. This is light. This man, look, you see that? Listen, he got the off whites. I know you got the red Octobers and all that. Listen, what do you think is I would say your most exclusive shoe that you got that you like when you really made it and you got that first check? You said, "Oh, I got to get these. I don't care how much they cost. We getting them."
I just got the Travis Scott Lows dunk.
There you go.
Oh,
Here,
don't do it to me.
There you go.
Travis Scott Lows.
Greg, who's got the worst shoe game on the team? It's got to be like an offensive lineman, right? They probably got no shoe game.
Yeah, they're not rolling in the kicks.
Yeah, they don't really care too much about that.
They're wearing the New Balance like me. They got the New Balance, right?
Yeah, Greg, you should see Bull's shoes. He's got the old man mall walker New
yeah.
Balance going on.
Oh, yeah.
And really quickly, Crocs are another thing. Like the Crocs is an offshore market. Crocs is the thing that you wear. Do you wear? Are you a big wearer of the Crocs during camp and training camp because your feet hurt? But you could be a little stylish with the Crocs too. I've been scouting that as well.
Yeah, Crocs, like, for me, I just like to be comfortable, honestly. Like, going into the building, I don't really wear, some people come in there all dressed up. I'm cool with that. I'm going to put on some jogging pants, put on some Crocs, and put on a hoodie and get going. It's just something I can just slip on real quick. So that's just one of my favorite shoes.
Greg getting ready to go to work.
Yeah. Hey, Greg, on the field, getting back on the field here for a minute, because you had a tremendous rookie season. You're part of an excellent backfield. You were banged up a little bit. Denzel's, guys have been banged up, but you got so much talent there. What was two things? One, what did you learn from Denzel, who just got obviously a huge extension, well-deserved, great player? And two, what was your welcome to the NFL moment?
Yeah, so the thing I learned from him the most is what I say all the time is like, as a rookie, I came in, obviously had some things to work on, had some things to fix, and I was trying to do it all at once. But, he told me, like, you have to choose one thing every single day and just focus on that. And then as you keep doing that, then you'll, end up getting better. So I seen myself improving a lot, during the last season just from him, doing that. But welcome to the NFL moment. I think my whole entire OTAs in my rookie year, like, I was playing well, but honestly, I was just like, dude, like, I know they drafted me, but, like, am I good? Like, am I good?
Yeah,
like,
you are.
I couldn't like, I don't know. I just couldn't I didn't have that confidence, that I had going into the season. And I just feel like I couldn't guard anything. Like, because, when you go on the field in the NFL, and it's no matter who you guard, like, everyone's good. So you kind of got to have that, mentality of, being ready to play every single day. And at the end of the day, everyone's trying to feed their family. So you can't take any reps off.
The guy, I'm sorry, Greg.
Great point.
Greg, the guy you least enjoyed covering in your rookie season, who's the toughest cover for you so far?
Honestly, I would probably say DIONTAE Johnson.
Wow.
I love his game. I really love his game. He's like a smaller guy, so he's, real shifty, real fast. But I would say he was the one that I really had to, hone in on my technique and everything the whole game.
Yeah.
When we talk about cornerback position for the laymen out here, like regular fans, they kind of don't get what DBs do. Can you kind of explain the difference between playing the outside corner as well as playing? What's the difference between playing the outside guy that's taking on a number 1 or number 2 receiver, or as opposed to playing inside where you may be guarding a slot receiver? Like, what's your mindset that changes, or is there a mindset change if you playing on outside or whether guarding somebody on the inside in the slot?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, your mindset definitely changes. You know, when you're playing in the slot, when you're playing inside, you tend to have more help. You know, you got your linebacker right there to the right. You also got the corner outside to the left, and then you got a safety who normally is in the middle of the field. So you tend to have a lot more help. Now, when you get to the outside, you definitely have to have a mindset switch. It's like you're playing one-on-one the whole entire game. So, you know, you might get help, but you should never expect any while you're playing outside.
So, Greg, I'm going to go back to what you just talked about being as you're learning. Because as a pro, you will doubt yourself in your first couple of years trying to figure out, do I really belong here? Because you're trying to figure out how to make it. Who was the person that helped you along the way to make sure? Because as you're growing in confidence, right, you're here for a reason, right? They draft you in a position because they see a skill set that you can bring to the table that's going to help this team. You have to grow into that player. Who was that person in the locker room that helped you as you're trying to grow into that player?
Oh, Troy Hill, without a doubt. That's like my big brother. I still talk to him to this day, text him pretty much every week. But he was a guy, like, as you see in practice, like I'm stretching, I'm always standing right next to him. You know, he's always teaching me ways to watch film, do all that stuff. So I don't think I would have been, you know, ahead of the learning curve and playing as well as I did without Troy Hill, for sure. It was definitely Troy Hill.
Greg, what's it like playing behind Myles Garrett? Because we watch him and we're like, my God, this guy is such a freak. He's one of the greatest athletes I think I've ever seen in my life. He's a physical specimen that can't be matched. Playing with Myles Garrett, what's that like?
Oh, it's easy. Yeah. Like, it makes my job so much easier. You know, he gets to the quarterback in 2 seconds, so the ball has to come out. And, you know, obviously not many corners can say they play with a guy like that. So for that to be my guy, the cornerstone guy on the team, my rookie year, and going into the rest of my career is just amazing. It makes my life 10 times easier. I appreciate him as much. I know he appreciates me too as well, but I definitely appreciate him up there in front.
That clock ticks a lot faster when you got a guy like Myles coming out there. Hey,
Sure.
I know that you've probably checked it out, and we've talked about it at length today, but did you go through the schedule, and what are your initial thoughts? How would you characterize the Browns' 2022 schedule?
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. I was able to check it out a little bit. I didn't see too much of it, but you know, we're excited. We got, I think, Carolina first. New York is our home opener, so we'll definitely be ready to go. And I see we get the Steelers on a Thursday night. We get the Bengals on a Monday game. So that's going to be fun. I just can't wait to get started.
Is there one game that you circled right away? I know everybody always looks at the first game, but as you look at all 17, which one got 2 circles around it for you?
Oh, definitely the Monday night game.
Yeah, that's what I
It's going
thought.
to be bananas in that stadium, Greg. It's
sure.
Halloween, Monday night, in-state rivalry, hopefully Watson against Burrow. It's going to be crazy in Cleveland that night.
Hey, fam, let me ask you something real quick. Hey, man, where you at right now?
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
That's a mic drop.
Northwest is in the building. Northwest is in the building.
Hey, that was the biggest flex I've ever seen. He like, I'm in a.
You know what he said?
That's not all of them.
Here's what he said. Who needs lighting and curtains when I got this on the
Oh
floor?
my gosh.
Greg, that's a mic drop. Our producer, Mikey McNuggets, has a question for you. Mikey, go ahead.
Hey, Greg, I was doing some research. I saw you ran a 4.3840. Looking at the panel on your screen here, we had this debate last week. Who do you think's the fastest of the 4 out here?
Definitely me, Greg, right?
Dang, who is the fastest? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe where are we talking about now? Maybe back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, right now.
Yeah.
Today, if we went out right now, we ran the 40 right now.
Bruh, it's only one, bruh.
It's Jay.
Bruh. It's only one, bruh.
Brad only has to take 5
only
steps
one,
to get to
G
40
is
yards.
the youngest. He's the youngest
Hey,
one
bro,
here.
I'm
Listen.
going.
I'm going with the youngest for sure.
Hey,
G
and,
got it.
Hold on,
Easy.
Greg, you ran track and field, didn't you?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You long jumped, didn't you?
Yep.
All right, my son is currently ranked 9th in the world. He jumps 27 feet. You want to think about that real quick? That's my boy. He's my clone.
It's not
Greg.
you.
He's my damn clone.
Yeah,
He gonna take that man's
that's
credit?
the son.
Man,
That's
be
your-
quiet. I got
That's your son. He's got all of it.
Be quiet, Jack. I got a top 5
right.
draft pick coming out of here in a
Here's
little
what I
bit. Don't be talking about that.
Here's what I
There's
will
only
do.
one. There's only one gamer on the set, bruh. There's only one that got a check from somebody, bruh.
You were never signed for your
Look,
speed.
I'm OG though. I'm OG, bruh. Turn on the videos, bruh. You can find me in the NBA 2K.
But now
games,
you're more
bruh.
O than G.
No matter. I live in infamy on video.
You do forever and ever.
There it is. I'm still
He
that
will get to the
guy.
he will get to the 40-yard line in 5 steps. So he does have that going for us. So Greg, as you look back on your rookie season, what was the biggest challenge from a team standpoint, not individually, but you guys had some things going on. And from the outside, we always try to look in and figure out what the biggest challenge was. As you look at it in your rearview mirror now, what was the biggest challenge internally as a team?
Yeah, I think honestly is what you said, the injury piece. We weren't able to gel all the way as a team because, we didn't have that many reps together with each other. That back end with me, Denzel, it was Ronnie and John and Troy. Like, we weren't able to play all the games together, so we weren't able to really know each other as well as we could have, especially that was our first year playing all together. So, it was games where it was me and Greedy starting. It was games where it was, Greedy and AJ in the game. It was games where it was AJ and Denzel. Like, it was so many different combinations. And obviously, I think we did a great job adjusting to, what we had to. But, I think when going into year 2, when we're able to practice with each other more and being able to be all on the field at the same time again, I think it'll really show, how elite of a group we are.
All right, we're going to get you out. First of all, thanks for, hanging out with us, kicking it with us a little bit. We're going to get you out of here on an easy one. What is your guilty pleasure fast food? Like, you ain't supposed to be eating it. The trainer and the nutritionist said, listen, Greg, you can't be eating gummy worms before the game. You know that. But what is your go-to guilty pleasure fast food?
See, I don't know if y'all know this spot. It's if y'all ever been to Chicago, it's called Harold's Chicken.
Dude.
He played in Chicago.
I know him, but everybody else, I don't know if the whole world's gonna really know too much about Harold's Chicken. Though.
Harold's off the chain.
For sure, Harold's Chicken.
Well, now I know where to go the next time I'm in
Harold's,
Chicago.
right?
Hey, before we let you
I'm
go,
gonna get one to Cleveland.
honestly,
Yeah.
this is the last question. What did you make of your boy Chubb's 675 squat effort that we saw rolling around on social earlier this week?
I was actually just with him yesterday too. I'm like, bro, like I don't understand how you could put that much weight on your back, and he didn't have a belt, like nothing with it. He's a beast. Like, it just shows you how freakish, of a guy he is. And I think he finished maybe 2nd or 3rd in rushing last year and didn't play every single game. So, like, I'm glad that we have that ability on our team too, to be able to run the ball. So, when we're up in games, we don't have to worry about throwing the ball. We can run the clock out a little bit more. But, all of our running backs are freaks. But Chubb, I haven't seen a running back like him.
Yeah,
He
it
could
is
probably
insane.
have Denzel on one arm and Greg on the other arm.
Easily.
Right? I mean,
Easily.
Oh, for sure.
he is the man. He is the man.
Hey, Greg, listen, thanks so much for taking time with us.
Thanks, Greg.
Enjoy the rest of your offseason. We cannot wait to see you back on the field again. I know that jump from year 1 to year 2 is big for most players. I know it's going to be for you. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Well
Appreciate
done,
it,
man. Well
Thank you.
done.